formatting cards.
Yeah. Oh, guess who's here, guys? It's Drew and Gary. So the thing is, they're actually going to be going back to Scotland next week. So I decided, hey, come to work with me. And it's on a boat. They're going back to Scotland. I wanted to ask Drew, what type of planning did it take to get to the US?
Well, quite a bit for this long. Like obviously, you know, coming out for a week and two is easy peasy, but having to figure out somewhere to stay for, you know, like 2 months and make sure you spend your money right and you're not on a program and you're on your own money and stuff. It's really just a lot of sacrifice, not going out when you're back in your hometown or city, saving up shitloads of money, working hard. And luckily I'm planning to come back. I'm going to be back here hopefully for Christmas. I'm going to do my arts visa and I'll be working at Drift and I'll be freelancing and living it up and doing what I love for a living.
It took a lot of planning, a lot of money saving, a lot of writing and recording for me when I'm here doing music. So it took a lot of planning. I'd say probably about 6 months it took to plan to actually come here. And since being here, there's just continued planning. There's a lot of things on my bucket list that I accomplished. I wanted to get on American radio. I managed to do that.
Nice.
I managed to play for an American event, which we were part of. I've managed to play so many gigs in New York that I just always wanted to do. Recording in New York, writing in New York, everything's just been amazing, and it's a lot of stuff I can write off my list now that I've done it. Learned a lot. Now, what I'm going to do when I go back is take a little trip down to London, talk to some agencies and producers down there and see what my options are.
And it takes a lot of sacrifice, it takes a lot of planning, it takes a lot of hard work. We're gonna cut this right now and we're gonna go enjoy the boat party, which I'm also shooting. So, you know, that's kind of sometimes the perks of doing event photography. You get to do cool stuff like shoot DJ boat parties. Hey!
Let's get drunk!
We are now moving. The boat is on its way. You hear that horn? That means party is on, and you know, we're about to set sail. Time to start the party, and time for me to start working. Hey, what up? This is Chris.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome. Welcome to We In Cloudz. Ray, what is it that you're doing here today?
So today I'm going to be doing photo recaps for We In Cloudz as we sail around New York, and it's going to be a fun time because pretty much we're just celebrating the summer. This is the second boat trip. And
Look this way.
right here is Nick.
You've got Andreas.
This is
Andreas, say hi to YouTube.
Hi YouTube!
AKA Bakumut.
and that's the crew for today.
I love this thing.
Hey, great.
I'm starting to make video vlogs.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We'll do some fun ones.
I'm looking at my stash. Wait. I feel like I almost had the trucker. I tried to grow it.
Are you trying to grow the?
Well, no, I just had not the spiral. The fucking. I had it. I had a full beard. I just shaved it today. It's like I had this.
I'll miss people being so friendly and open to everything you are, to what you believe in, and everyone, like, you can just be walking in the street and everyone's like, oh, what are you doing? Or like, oh, I help you with that. Or, you know, I think that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah. For me, it's the whenever I leave New York, it's the dollar pizzas that I miss.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
You don't get that anywhere else. And plus, they're really big sizes. You know, this city hardens you. It either spits you out, or you stay here and conquer it. And hopefully, you know, it's always going to be a hard journey.
That's the UN. I'm sorry, but it is.
It is.
That's the UN, people. That's what unites us.
So that's just London.
No, that's the UN. Not to say.
Now Dre is on the bits. We're just trying to make the projector happen right now. Shit, we want one more hour. Fuck the Coast Guard. Boat ride ended kind of early, but regardless, that was an epic boat ride. A little buzz, I'm about to go home. It's kind of bright today. Yesterday was a hectic and crazy day. I brought you guys to 2 gigs with me. The first half of the day, we had a video interview with Artsy Magazine's cover model, Kate, and that was really cool. We learned how to problem solve, and we went through the first half of the day just, you know, doing the interview and just to see another creative in their environment. And Siobhan has only been shooting for 9 months, and it's impressive how fast she's learned and how capable she is of shooting things like a cover for a magazine. You know, and that just goes to show if you're really determined to succeed, then you could really achieve whatever you want. Then the second half of the day, we're on a boat. We're making waves with We In Cloudz, the DJs from Britain who lives in Brooklyn. Those guys are really cool, and I love shooting for them because I get to experience something that you don't really get to experience all the time, like partying on a boat, you know? These guys definitely know how to throw down, especially with their European influence. And last night meeting Jacob also, who is from Berlin. Great set. Unfortunately, the party ended about an hour early, and you know, we had a little hiccup. And that's what happens with these things sometimes. Sometimes bumps in the road happens. And as epic as the party was, unfortunately, it was cut an hour short. But we still had a great time, and it was still a super, super epic party. Yesterday is what freelancers, at least from what I've learned so far, yesterday is what we call double dipping, which means you, as a freelancer, you're doing 2 gigs in one day. And you know, as a freelancer, you're gonna have to double dip a lot more often than you think you would. And also, I got to bring my 2 buddies from Scotland, Gary and Drew, with me to my gig. And they're leaving next week, so their time is almost up here in America, and they're going back to Scotland, regroup, replan. Gary and Drew saved up their money for months on end to get to New York and then live here for just the summer and then go back. And they did that because they're trying to chase after their dreams. And they sacrificed so much to be here, to meet people, to learn and to grow and to really network. And these guys are what you call hustlers. These guys are really, really, really hungry, you know? And I'm really glad I got to meet these 2 guys while they are on their creative pilgrimage. And it was cool that I got to bring them onto the boat party with me, because usually for my nightlife gigs, I try to bring my friends to these parties, because you know, it's not often that we get to go to these things or even get access to these things. But sometimes as the photographer, you get the perks of getting to bring your friends along with you on your gigs. And so I'm glad you know, we got to enjoy the boat yesterday, making waves, vibing. And now I'm just chilling, hanging out the next day, trying to relax because yesterday was a hard day. I'm actually here in Long Island City. This is right across from Manhattan. This is what I try to achieve on my Sundays. Usually doesn't happen, but when I do get to relax like this, I really just try to enjoy. Oh my God, I think it's raining. Shit. Okay, I guess, and so I guess I'm gonna end it here because the weather in New York is weird, and sometimes it rains out of nowhere, and it's about to rain right now, so I really have to stop this. So I had to keep it moving because the rain is about to catch up on me. But my main message for today is, whatever you do in life, you have to make sure you work hard and you work smart. And I want to know what you guys do on your Sundays when you guys relax, because sometimes you need to relax after working so hard, you know? And that's a smart thing to do because you don't want to burn out. So go ahead and comment below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is Running with Raymond. I am Raymond, and I will see you guys later.